are two fun guys.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome. We are Two Fun Guys. I'm Josh.
And I'm Kevin. We're coming to you at the ass crack of dawn from the top secret bug out bunker here in the wild and wonderful state of West by God, Virginia.
We just finished our breakfast burritos, and we were going down through some of the questions that we have recently got, and John from Fairbanks, Alaska, has a pretty good question for us. What's he want to know?
He asked if we were really preppers or if this was just a YouTube persona
He thought we were lying.
kind of thing. I can go ahead and tell you I am a prepper. Not just doomsday apocalyptic, kind of, but just, I just say a ready for anything prepper. The majority of the issues that I come across are, usually weather issues. We've just recently had Hurricane Irma. We've had Hurricane Jose coming right behind that one. We had Sandy not that long ago. No, I don't live right on the coast, but the way I became a prepper was I was in Louisiana in 2004. I was in Lafayette, if you're from Louisiana. And I was there for Katrina. And, I had never thought about really prepping before. But once I was without power for 2 weeks, a lot of things start going through your mind when you don't have electricity for 2 weeks.
And what little you have or how much you think you may have goes pretty quick.
It really does. I mean, when you don't have a refrigerator, you don't have a generator, you don't have really backup food sources other than what's in the pantry, you realize how much your life does depend on electricity and things of that nature. And so after after suffering through 2 weeks without electricity and things of that nature, I became a prepper. And I've built my stockpiles, and I've expanded my abilities, if you want to say that. I've bought generators. I'll never be without at least a portable generator again. I've learned that, it wasn't just my home that was without power. I mean, we had half a city without power for 2 weeks, and when you can't go swipe that little plastic card at the Zippy Mart or whatever the Quickie Mart or the 7-Eleven or the Circle K or whatever you got in your area, you realize cash is king. So I've learned to keep cash on hand in different denominations. I've learned to stockpile food. I've learned to have dehydrated food. I've learned to stockpile water. No, the water never went off, and we actually never really had any trouble with water where I was. But, places like South Florida, New Orleans, once the water levels were up, then all the water got contaminated, and people were told don't drink it without boiling it. So now I keep a stockpile of water on hand. I keep enough 1 gallon per person per day for my household. Not a huge thing. No specialty collection systems or anything like that. Drink a lot of grape juice at the house, not wine, just regular grape juice. Comes in the gallon containers. Tea comes in the gallon containers. Once those are empty,
Fill them up.
Fill them up with tap water. I usually put 2 or 3 drops of chlorine in it, cap it off, and store it. And so to answer your question, John, I am a prepper.
We are preppers.
I'm not just
And
talking.
We're also two fun guys.
We are two fun guys. You don't just say, you know what, I'm going to have a channel and I'm going to build a bunker and. No, if you're going to build a bunker, you're vested. You're definitely vested in the prepper system.
That you are, and that we are. And being a prepper doesn't necessarily mean you have to prepare for one certain thing or go out and get everything you think you may need all at once. We have a lot of toys that we play with, our knives, our different, pieces of gear that we like to review and show to you all. But we go to the store. One thing we always go to is the camping section or the hunting section. The sporting goods section. See if there's anything on sale. See if there's anything that's red tagged. That's they're not going to carry any more of. It's 90% off. Pick it up, add it to your collection, no matter what it may be. Maybe a can opener, maybe a cheap knife, maybe a rinky-dink tent, but can never have essentially too much. You can,
depending on your space.
Yes, yes, but over time, just keep adding to your collection. Don't take away from it too much. And if you do it once, you'll keep doing it over and over again.
Right.
We know. Trust us. John, hopefully that answers your question. We also got to give a big shout out to the men and women in uniform. Thank you all for everything you do. Give you all 2 thumbs up. And until next time, folks, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Gearing up for a day of recording for y'all. Big day of recording for y'all.
Dehydrated breakfast burritos from McDonald's. Coming to you at the ass crack of dawn from the top secret bug out bunker here in the wild and wonderful state of West by God, Virginia.
At least you know what it is you're eating this time.
It's true.